Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another one of my Mythic Mobs tutorials. Today we're going to be covering the potions mechanic and pretty much how that works, how it's applied by default Minecraft, and yeah, basically that's really it, so I don't know why I was about to go on further about that. But anyway, before we get started, go ahead and hop on over into my Discord channel. Link will be in the description below. Lots of good stuff going on in there, lots of questions being asked, lots of things being answered, lots of new stuff to learn from new faces. A lot of really cool helpers in there. I did not ask your opinion, and I was talking to the sheep, by the way, not you guys. You guys are lovely. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So the potion mechanic, what good is it? Well, it's really good. That didn't answer your question. I want to go ahead and show you guys pretty much how it works. So since we're in creative, this is actually the best place for us to start. If we go into brewing, we can see all the potion types that we have going on here. Between night vision, invisibility, healing, poison, strength. You get the gist. As well as the potion types, which I totally forgot to show you. You got normal potions, you got lingering potions, you got splash potions, that's the one I forgot, even though it was right there in my face. None of those ones are going to matter. So why did I tell you this? I don't actually know. But none of those are going to matter. All we need to know are what the basic potion effects are, because the type, the bottles are not going to make a difference. Unless, of course, we use the shoot mechanic. But we're not using the shoot mechanic, we're using the potion mechanic. So, what we're going to do is, let me get out of this. That's my denizen script for my tutorial I just made. Let me go into here. Let's see. Plugins. I don't know why that took me so long. Mythic mobs. Okay, so now we are where we need to be. So, what mobs apply potions by default? Well, you actually have 3 different mobs that have on-hit potion effects. You have withers, you have husks, and you have cave spiders. All of which apply a different potion effect. Withers apply wither, cave spiders apply poison, and I'm not gonna lie, I already forgot what the third one was that I said. My brain is fried this morning. But anyway, oh yeah, husks, and they apply hunger effect. So anyway, those are basic examples of potion effects, which, by the way, you cannot turn off unless you're in easy mode. Then cave spiders don't apply poison. Otherwise, yeah, you can't turn them off. But let's go ahead and talk about how we can apply those kind of effects to your everyday, mobs. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a new mob here. Let me go ahead and do potion tutorial on .yml. Okay, we are going to do our very basic every single time we make it mob. Actually, just kidding, we're going to use slimes. So we're going to do poison slime because I play a lot of games where slimes are just always poisonous, and this has just been on my mind lately. So we're going to do type slime, make sure it's capitalized, health, 20, I guess. Let's see, options, prevent slime split, I think is the name of this one. I don't usually mess with slimes, so I'll go back and look at that in a moment. Actually, you know what? Before I do, I'm just going to do that. Let's see. Prevent other drops. True. Okay, so here we're going to do a thing. Actually, I'm going to turn on no AI, so that way it's not flopping around everywhere. No AI, true. Okay, so now we need to add our potion mechanic. So we're going to type in potion. Here, we're going to have a few different parameters. We actually have 3 different parameters that we can do. I think 3 or 4. So we're going to have our potion type, which for this one is going to be poison. We're going to have a parameter which is known as duration. This is how long your potion effect is going to last. We're going to do 60 because that is 3 seconds, 20 ticks to a second, and these are counted in ticks. So 60 ticks is 3 seconds. And now one thing I want to go ahead and stress to you guys while we're on this mechanic is there's another thing called level. What is level? Well, let's look here, for example. We have a potion of swiftness, And then we have, there it is. Okay, so look at speed. See how it's changing from speed to speed 2? Level is pretty much how amplified your potion effect is going to be. So we know speed 2 is going to make us faster than speed, and you can see it where I have the when applied tag turned on. Normal potion gives us 20% movement speed, speed 2 gives us 40%. So that's proof of amplification of it. If you amplify effects that do damage, such as poison or wither, it's going to make the damage output occur more frequently. So by default, it's going to be level 1, which is actually not the starting. Level 0 is your very, very basic potion. So say we're using speed, this level 1 would actually give us speed 2. But we want to make sure to set it to 0 for the time being. And we're going to do it to something like this we're actually going to do at trigger on damaged, and we're going to give it a chance to only do it 30% of the time. So now if I reload, I'm going to go into survival here. And then let me turn off God mode too. We're going to spawn in our slime now. MMM spawn poison slime. Well, I guess his AI is still turned on. And like that, you saw I punched him and he retaliated by giving me a poison effect. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, potion effect durations are kind of wonky. So you can see that seemed like it only lasted 2 seconds. So the best way to combat this is by adding 5 extra ticks to your duration. This will ensure that it pretty much runs 3 times if you're using level 0, because it's supposed to do it every second. So if I reload, he'll probably die, let's be honest. Yeah, so you gotta play around with it. It just depends on how much damage you want it to do. So as you can see, it's hitting us twice within those 3 seconds. But if I change that level from 0 to like 5, for example, this is what's going to happen. As you can see, we took significantly more damage during that time period, which means, we really need to kill this slime before it kills us. Thankfully, you cannot die to poison damage, but still, it's, there we go. Okay, so now that we know how that works, let's play around with some more mechanics. Let's throw a zombie in here. So, poison zombie. Type zombie. Health. We're just gonna do 10 because I don't want to deal with that. Options. We're gonna do our very basic stuff like we always do. Silent true. Prevent other drops. True. Prevent sunburn. True. And that should be good enough. So now we're gonna go ahead and make a new potion line. So potion type equals speed, level equals 3, duration equals 60, because I just like messing with duration, or I like using 3 seconds as duration. I don't know why. It's just kind of a me thing. At self on damaged. So this zombie is gonna be pretty terrifying. We're actually going to change his name to Swift Zombie. Now, one thing you guys need to keep in mind too is not all potion types are actually the same as their name in game. Let me go ahead and explain. So we need to actually grab their I forget what it's called, their bucket material name. So if we go to the Mythic Mobs manual, which there is a new one in the works, but this is still the old one and it'll be in use for a while. We can go to, I believe, effects. No, those are special effects. It's in here somewhere. My mind is just my mind is not with the game this morning. Potions. Okay, so items and drops potions. And now, as you can see, things are a little bit different than what we remember. So like, haste potions are actually fast digging. Harming is harm. Absorption is, actually this is not absorption, this is health boost. Okay, no, here's a good example. So strength is actually increased damage. Let's see, miner's fatigue is called slow digging. Feather falling is actually called slow falling. Those are just some examples. As you can see, most of them are pretty close to what they usually are. But there are a few that are not, such as increased damage or slow digging. So just something to keep in mind. For the most part, you'll be okay. But if it's not working, always make sure to look back to the manual and check out the effect name for the bucket name. So now, we know speed is what we need to use. Speed. If I go ahead and save and reload, and we're going to spawn them in, spawn Swift Zombie. Okay, so let me go into survival here, so he actually targets me. There we go. Okay, so once we hit him, yikes, that is terrifying. He will probably kill us before we kill him, to be honest. Unless I can keep kiting him. There we go. Okay, so that's pretty terrifying. So here we applied a poison damage to us via, well, damaging a slime. We also applied a speed potion to a zombie by damaging him. Now, say... we're going to make a really strong spider, because spiders freak everyone out, for the most part. So we're going to do strong spider. Type, spider. I can't type. I can't type. Health, we're also going to do 10. Options. Prevent other drops true. Okay, skills. Potion. Type equals increase damage. Level equals 5. And duration equals 60. We're going to change this one up a little bit. At self on interact. Okay, so what one thing I forgot to mention too, if you're trying to make a zombie, or not a zombie particularly, if you're trying to make any mob that goes invisible, there's another potion mechanic, I forget what it's called, parameter that you can add to potion, which I only just now remembered while making this tutorial. There's actually a few different things. So you can have has icon, which will show the icon. So let me go ahead and, before we mess with the spider, we're going to do this. We're going to type in has, I think it was has icon. Oh, I or icon. Okay, so I equals false. Now, if we reload, and then reload, let me heal, and then we're going to spawn in our slime. Spawn, or wait, M spawn poison slime. Oh, that's a bigger one. I don't like that. As you can see, the icon was not appearing. Oh lordy. The icon was not appearing. Let me see if I can't. There we go. So usually we would have an icon appearing up here in like the top right corner. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay. Slight. These are so cute. I love them when they're in little squares like this. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's one of the most adorable things in Minecraft. But as you can see, there was no icon up there. There is another one that we can add, which is particles. So particles, or P, are going to be the aliases we use. So P equals false. So if we reload and spawn in our Swift Zombie, if we hit him, okay, so it's obvious he's fast, but we can no longer see the swiftness potion spiralies coming out of him. So that's what that's going to be. And then our last one is going to be force. So Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this, but let's make it slow instead, and we're going to make it level 10. And we're going to do on interact. So we're going to remove the particles equals false for now. Just because I want to show you guys proof of it. Now we're going to do force equals true. Force means basically if there's another potion effect applied, instead of overwriting that potion effect, it will add on to it. So by default, whenever you're using potion effects, basically you're gonna, if say this was like regeneration and this is slow, even though they are polar opposites or they're entirely unrelated to one another, if I don't have force over true, the regeneration potion would be disabled and then the slow one would take its place, whereas force will add on to it. So another good thing to keep in mind is force equals true will do a number of things. It'll reset to whatever your duration is, so say this were like 20 and this were slow, it would now be 60. Say it was, we got level 3, but if we force it, it'll be level 10 instead. Basically, see force as a good way to see it is as like it's kind of like an overwrite function. So even if you already have one potion enabled, it's pretty much just gonna overwrite that one. So now if we heal and reload, spawn swift zombie. So if we damage him, we already know he's gonna move fast, but if we hit right click, well, now we just got him to be slow because we're interacting with him. So even though he's really, really fast right now, if we right-click him while he's really fast, or anytime really, I guess, he will pretty much come to a stop because level 10 slowness literally means you just cannot move. So let me go ahead and kill him off here. And ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That's how potion effects work in Minecraft and Mythic mobs. I don't know why I said Minecraft. That's how potion mechanic works in Mythic mobs. So if this tutorial inspired you, make sure to like and subscribe for more future content. Leave a comment down below on a tutorial that you would like to see covered. If it's not already covered, make sure to check out my channel. I've got tons of videos in there separated into playlists for your guys' convenience. And again, hop on over into my Discord channel. There's also comments section in there where you can leave suggestions for tutorials and other cool things like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I can't wait to see what you come up with in the future.